Hello, my name is Jewel Thomas and I direct the Writing Center at Wayne State University. The Writing Center at Wayne State University works with students on all levels and all types of writing for their academic and professional development. So a lot of times students think that students can only come to the Writing Center if they're working on some writing that might be in English or composition, but in fact we work with students on all types of writing from lab reports to research papers to personal statements, just to name a few. Now, students also might think that the Writing Center is just for people who need extra support for writing or are not good writers, and that's not the case either. We work with students on all levels and all disciplines. So we work with students that are freshmen all the way up to students who have PhDs, and in fact with faculty and colleagues that I work with utilize the services at the Writing Center as well. So the Writing Center is definitely a place for any type of writer, and we're here to help you work on any stage of the writing. In fact, we prefer when you come in and you have the assignment and you kind of come and work with your tutor and you might say, I'm not even sure how to begin. That's completely fine. You don't have to have anything written. You can come in and we can help set up a game plan and move on from there. Now, right now, um, we are remote only, and that means that we still conduct our writing center appointments. They're conducted online, but they're synchronous, which means that you meet with the tutor who is live, who is there to chat with you, to do video conference calls, to work in Google Documents, and so forth. So you might have some questions about how that's different. It's really not any different than a face-to-face, other than the fact that the two of you are working remotely, but you're still looking at the same documents, you're still able to communicate and get the same type of services that you would get if you were in a face-to-face environment. And in fact, a lot of students find it to be really conducive for them because they may not be on campus on certain days, or they might request evening hours or weekend hours, and so that's a real benefit for students and our online appointments. So as you can see, we're at the home page of the Writing Center website, and here you'll be able to see a variety of different online tutoring videos for students when we're open, and any other updates or information that we might have. You'll also see that you can look at our remote and online tutoring information or information about our online writing center, which is what we conduct at the moment, and other types of useful information. We also house quite a few Writing Center handouts and materials for students, from our brochure that talks a bit more in detail regarding what it is that we do and how we help students, to all types of different types of writing and research information. You can also go and look at their staff and look to see if there's somebody that you're familiar with, or if you're not, you can go and see what those tutors' backgrounds are and what it is that they typically will work on when it comes to assignments. That doesn't mean that the student tutor, just because they don't have something listed, doesn't mean they can't work with you, but these are just more of their specialties. So all of our tutors are completely capable of working with you. So for our online writing center, as I mentioned before, we use Google Hangouts. We do that because while we've tried to work on different Wayne State platforms, we found a lot of students had some issues with bandwidth, internet connection, and other kinds of issues with plugins and things like that. And so Google Hangouts is a chat and video feature that you can use in Gmail, and you can also link your Google Documents into the chat or into the video that you're working on, and your tutor can access those as well. So it's very helpful to have that so that you can access your documents anywhere and you can see the revisions that you've made and share the writing that you're doing with your tutor. And so you'll see that we have online appointment video instructions, a tutorial, and troubleshooting if you have some issues, if you've never used Google Hangouts before and you're having a few issues trying to install it. But then, of course, you can always email us and contact us if you're having any issues on that end, and we can walk you through that as well. Now, what I also want to show to you is that we also have a online scheduling appointment feature, and it's used through WAMS Tutoring. And so any student that has an Access ID is able to access this and schedule their appointments. And so what it'll ask you to do is ask you to log in with your Access ID and the password that you have been given for that, your Access ID. And then when you log in, this is going to look a little bit different on my end because I have a little bit more accessibility just because I'm the director. But when you log in, you will be able to then look and see what openings we have. And we schedule a month out. So you can set up appointments in the future. You can set up recurring appointments. I'm sorry, I'm not sure why this is taking so long to load. And then you can even put into the notes when you're setting up your appointment, I really want help with APA citation or in-text citation, or I'm still struggling with trying to find appropriate resources for my research paper or whatever that might be. And that way your tutor will have those notes and be able to see those prior to the appointment. And so once this loads, maybe you'll be able to see that. But the other thing that I wanted to mention with the online tutoring that we have, we do ask that you email us and let us know that you've read through the instructions and for scheduling an online appointment, because right now it's only going to allow you to access online tutoring. Once we reopen and are not completely remote, you can then decide if you'd like an in-person appointment. So at the time being, you'll select the WRTC 1020, which is our kind of code for the online appointments. Then you'll want to make sure that you look through these instructions and send an email with your paper the day of your appointment. We prefer by 9 a.m. so that tutors have a chance to look over some of the assignments or requests that are coming in, so that we don't have to spend as much time kind of figuring out what it is that you're working on and you want help with. And you will need a Gmail account in order to use the Google Hangouts. But again, all of that information is here for you. And then the only other thing that I would like to cover for everyone that is interested in coming to the Writing Center, just recognize that we are here to help you. We don't have a belief that there's just some people that are amazing writers and some who just can't write. We believe everyone can learn to write, just like any other subject. We enjoy working with you and find a lot of excitement from being able to work with you and help you develop skill sets that will be useful for you not only in the class or classes that you're taking at the moment, but in the future as well. So we are definitely here to help you on every level when it comes to the writing and research process. And we're really excited to be able to work with you. Even though at this moment we're remote, we still get to see your smiling faces and we still get to talk to you and work with you one-on-one. And so we've been really excited that we've still been able to do that. So of course, if you have any questions at all, you can certainly email us at our email, which is engwc2310@wayne.edu, or you can email us at my personal email, which is jewel.thomas@wayne.edu. Or you can email us through our waynestate.writingcenter@gmail email as well. So we've got a few different options for you that you'll see on the homepage and on our brochure and even in our online instructions for scheduling an appointment. But all of those are linked directly to my email, so I will always receive them and be able to respond to you if you have any questions that I haven't answered in this short video, or if you have any questions regarding what we do, or if a particular assignment is something that we would work on. So we look forward to seeing you, and thank you so much for watching this video.